Good morning, guys. How are we all doing? So Dan from Trading with Dan here. This is our Bitcoin morning update. If you guys wouldn't mind just quickly smashing that like button, and we will go straight over to those charts. So yeah, as you can see, we're on this 4-hour 9. Yeah, obviously looking good, looking like a bull flag overall. But obviously we've got to be aware of, sorry, not 4-hour 9, it's 12-hour 9. So yeah, I mean, we speak about acceleration on the 9 candle. So are we going to get a test up to this 9,700, 9,800 area before getting rejected down? I definitely see that. Definitely, I see that as a potential scenario. So we just got to watch that. We've obviously got a clear horizontal here as well that we can sort of look at, just middle of this range. So obviously pushing through that, obviously we wicked above it a couple of times, but pushing through that would definitely trigger some upside. And we've got to look quite carefully where this 9 candle closes in 3 hours, so not long. So not long for a 12-hour candle. So if we close up here and then we then proceed to trade above, then especially above the actual top wick of the 9, if we stay around this level, then yeah, that would be pretty that'd be a bullish continuation. So that would obviously invalidate for the time being weakness off the 9, and yeah, I mean, it would just be a signal to get back in, at which point we could catapult through this level and yeah, and see some upside. Obviously the downside would be pretty clear too. It will just be the downside of that candle wherever it closes, and I'm guessing it's probably gonna not take out this low, so it will be this level here we're looking at, which is obviously quite close to the support. So it does put, obviously, because we are mid-range, in this mid-range here in between this support and resistance, it's obviously difficult to take sell trades so close to support or buy trades so close to resistance. So yeah, so obviously it's not, and obviously it is the weekend too as well. So realistically, if you're going to trade these, you kind of want to hit the market quite quick and have some take profits and taking your stop loss to break even and just giving it a go. I mean, if you make some profit, it's great. If you break even, that's great. But you don't want to just be, what you don't want to see is that a push up and then basically push straight back down after we've hit that liquidity pool up here, and then just get slammed down basically offside when you're in a nice profit. So little trading tip there for you. But yeah, but all in all though, everything is looking bullish and constructive. Obviously the most bearish thing for me, the most thing that will signal potential downtime is this 12-hour 9. But what you will often find, we're not really going anywhere sort of in this range overall, as you can kind of see, but I mean, this does look like a pretty strong move up. So if you look at this daily 9 here, sorry, I don't see him keep saying daily, sorry, 12-hour 9, this 12-hour 9 here, when we had a similar push up, what I would say though, that push up came off was obviously after a push down, so it is a little bit different dynamics here, but yeah, got that push up, had a little bit of weakness. I mean, it's pretty much in the same. I mean, this candle, this could actually look exactly like the same candle here. Then we come down and test and push up. That is literally a potential scenario right now. And then obviously we pushed up and pushed out. Obviously, we saw the shenanigans that happened there. But my point is, we can still see continuation through this 9. With it being off the back of a strong move up and the trend being up, and yeah, and all that. But what I would say, this is potentially a better setup than this one for a double 9, as it were. So basically this 9 not stopping us and just us traveling another 9 12-hour candles up to another 9, just on the basis that we didn't really come back off a sell-off, where people, obviously there'll be overhead resistance, obviously people wanting to get out trades that are offside from this sell-off. This is a market where people have just bought and bought from obviously these levels. Well, I mean, these time frame traders anyway. So there's no necessary reason for them to have overhead resistance to try and sell on this 9 like they did here, especially once we reach that same high again, only for us then to blast through. Here it's not quite the same market dynamic. There obviously wasn't a big run up beforehand that we then sold off from. I mean, this is obviously a lot further back in time than this was relative to this. So we could very likely close this candle up here, push on up, blast through this resistance, and get up to around 10,000. Also, what I will say is that breaking above this, if this 9 closes around here and we do start trading above on the next candle, the next 12-hour candle, that could give us the impetus based on the market knowing we're not getting a sell-off on this 9 right now, to blast through this resistance zone. It could give us that that actual strength, because we will be close to it anyway if we confirm above this 9, confirm above all these candle closes, and obviously start trading above even this high here and the rest of the highs. Then that could be pretty bullish. Obviously it's the weekend, we've got to be aware of the fact it's the weekend, so CMEs aren't open, major markets aren't open. We're running blind, guys. Bitcoin's doing its own thing. So over to the daily as well. The daily tells me that we have another it tells me we have another two daily candles, plus the rest of this one, and then we'll be on a daily 9. So could we see more pushing up based on the daily, and then the daily will give us a sell-off, maybe around 10k, maybe that is definitely a likely scenario. I mean, there's nothing really bearish looking about this. It's nothing bearish. I mean, we've clearly got a nice well-defined area to look for downside, and that's obviously losing this support, and then also this trend line that we've got drawn in. This trend line, I believe that has a role to play, so we could even come as low as this and then still get supported. You can see it more clearly, I believe, on the 4-hour look. This trend line here with all its touches is breaking below, back testing, breaking above, back testing. I believe that is important, and I believe it'll have a role to play. So at what point in time it has a role to play will obviously depend on what price level it is at. So let's have a look at the stochastics. 4-hour is turning up from a nicely bullish zone. We'll actually get rid of this trend line now, which was off our 12-hour, and we'll actually put in this one, because this maybe is what we're looking at. Maybe we're going to get sort of squashed into a zone with the 4-hour just up resetting and then up before eventually we'll have a loss and a proper break of this trend line, and then a more bearish movement. But yeah, maybe we're just going to get squeezed up along this on the 4-hour to get us up to around 10k possibly. 10-hour is still crossing over but holding up there. 12-hour, so it did cross down but now it's crossed back up, so that's obviously good. That is obviously really good, as you guys would know. And then daily steaming up here. Daily on a tear. Daily is on a tear, well into the bullish control zone now, well above these previous highs that we had in the daily, and just this will be given this is a momentum indicator. This is indicating we've got a lot of good momentum to the upside. So it's just the case of this. Well, the 5-day would be nice if that turned around, and the weekly we need to turn around too. But all in all, looking good. We have got good momentum here. Don't ask me why we're on the don't ask me why we're on the 2-day chart. But yeah, you can see that 4-hour 9 did play out nicely like we expected. Downside tested here. Is the 12-hour 9 going to play out the same? Give us a bit of a downside test. It is not looking like it at the moment. I'll give it that. But we will have nice clear defined levels of this 12-hour 9. I don't really like how it is purely mid-range between these zones. But hey, this is what it is. We have momentum to the upside, so I would be more inclined to take longs on the next candle, trading above here and breaking above here, and yeah, but I'd obviously have a tight stop, and I will be closely managing that trade because we could definitely get a liquidity hunt and then a wick down all the way down to this 9,500, maybe even down to this trend line as well, in much the same way that we had here. Sort of the move up, the big range candle move up and then move back down before then blasting onwards and upwards to 10k. So there we go. That's it, guys. Not much else to say really. I'll have a few more videos today, an evening wrap up as we normally do, an update on the Binance altcoins that the Binance challenge, Binance and MXC challenge now. I keep just calling it the Binance challenge, but might start calling it the altcoin challenge. 1 Bitcoin to 2 Bitcoin. Yes, so got that coming today as well. So thanks a lot for listening, guys. Remember, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Gyms are open in the UK today, so I'm going to hopefully get myself, I am going to get myself down to the gym, and I'm hopefully going to be able to get into the gym. They've got an app saying how many people are in there, but I suspect it's not working because before the gym opened a few days ago, it was saying the same amount of people were in the gym, and there clearly wasn't. So fingers crossed we're not having a big queue. And yeah, back in the gym, guys. Time to get dench. Right, I'll catch you guys later.